Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to MMA Nation. Jon Jones and his upcoming fight with Ciryl Gane. Yes, Jon Jones is getting back into the ring for the first time in 3 years. Jones, who last engaged in combat in February 2020, said, "This is what I'm born to do. I'm an intense competitor and I'm looking forward to this fight." At UFC 285 on March 4th, Jones will face Ciryl Gane for the vacant heavyweight title. Jones has built a legendary career during which he's never been knocked out or submitted, and he is determined to keep winning. Jones, whose only loss came by disqualification, claims he knows how to win fights. This bout, revealed by a prematurely run billboard in Las Vegas, is a long time coming. Jones's move from light heavyweight to heavyweight has been rumored for the past 10 years. Along the way, Jones, dripping with charm, self-assurance, and controversy, knew his value and remained steadfast in what it would take for him to return to the octagon. Jones's next matchup versus Ngannou had seemed inevitable over the previous 2 years. Nevertheless, the UFC and the current heavyweight champion were unable to reach an agreement on a new deal, leaving Ngannou a free agent and vacating the heavyweight championship. Jones expressed respect for Ngannou, even if he would have loved the opportunity to compete against him. He said, "I'm happy for Francis. I'm glad he understands his worth." A showdown between Jon Jones and Francis Ngannou will always be exciting to watch because Dana White always gives the fans what they want to see, so I'm not counting it out just yet. And the fact that Daniel Cormier will be providing commentary for the forthcoming title fight makes it special. One of the most captivating rivalries in the history of sports is one that Jones and Cormier have always had. Jones is vying for the reputation Cormier earned by winning both the heavyweight and light heavyweight crowns. Yet Jones noted that their rivalry has long since come to an end. Now, for as spellbinding as he is in the cage, Jones has had more than his fair share of controversy, so much of it self-caused outside of it. Despite numerous chances to demonstrate his abilities, his career has seen many genuinely depressing moments. Yet he's sure that his followers will get their money's worth if they give him their time. To compete at 285, Jones intends to overcome every challenge that stands in his way. He then wants to serve as a reminder to everyone of the dynamic athlete he is, who is capable of pretzeling even the best opponents into submission. The 4th of March will determine whether that Jones is still alive. But Jones vowed that he would not return in defeat. Conor versus Chandler for the next Ultimate Fighter and the details about it. The Octagon will see Conor McGregor enter for the first time in 2 years. The next season of The Ultimate Fighter will have McGregor and Michael Chandler as coaches, and the 2 top lightweights will face off at the end of the season, according to the UFC president Dana White. White stated The Ultimate Fighter will wrap up season 31 on August 15th. The McGregor-Chandler fight time and place have not yet been decided. Adesanya versus Alex Pereira's upcoming fight and Adesanya's recent interview about it. The middleweight title will be at stake in the rescheduled main event for UFC 287 on April 8th between Alex Pereira and Ciryl Adesanya. The rematch was revealed by UFC President Dana White on Friday. The UFC 287 card also includes a special welterweight attraction as Gilbert welcomes George Masvidal back to the octagon following more than a year away from the sport. After a stunning 5th-round comeback to defeat Adesanya in their first MMA fight this past November, Pereira will defend his belt in the main event. Pereira had already defeated Adesanya twice in kickboxing, including a brutal knockout in their second match that paved the way for their UFC clash. While the last stylebender seeks retribution against the only person to have ever handed him a loss at middleweight in the UFC, Pereira now hopes to continue his undefeated streak against Adesanya. In his recent interview, Ciryl Adesanya discusses how he's dealing with his loss at UFC 281, his performance, his fight week, fight night, Brad Riddle's decision to step away, his walkout song, the finish, sparring with Anthony Rumble Johnson, when he wants to return, why he wants Alex Pereira next, the reaction from fans, and more. Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. In the co-main event of UFC 285 on March 4th in Las Vegas, Valentina Shevchenko will try to defend her flyweight title for the 8th time in a row. The information was confirmed to MMA Fighting on Wednesday by numerous sources familiar with the promotion's plans. The match was initially covered by ESPN Deportes. Shevchenko, one of the UFC's most dominant champions, will be making her comeback after narrowly defeating Taila Santos in a split decision to win the 125-pound title last June. Shevchenko had effectively dominated the flyweight division before that match, with stoppage victories over Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade, and Caitlin Chukagian. Grasso, a Mexican fighter who's 29 years old, will make her UFC debut after joining the organization in 2016. At the time of her signing, many considered her to be one of the sport's best prospects. Though she occasionally battled as a strawweight, Grasso hasn't lost since moving up to 125 pounds, where she's racked up 4 straight victories, including a decision win over Viviane Araujo in her first 5-round UFC main event. Now, Grasso will try to shock Shevchenko when they meet at UFC 285, which will also feature Jon Jones' comeback battle with Ciryl Gane, which will crown a new heavyweight title after Francis Ngannou exited the UFC. Masvidal versus Gilbert Burns at UFC 287. George Masvidal is back in action. Yes, the former multiple-time UFC title challenger and BMF champion have been scheduled to face Gilbert Burns in a crucial welterweight showdown when he makes his comeback to the octagon. The contest will take place on April 8th as the co-main event of UFC 287. Although the location and venue for the card have not yet been disclosed. On that same card, the main event features an immediate rematch between Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya, who will be defending their respective titles. Alright guys, this wraps up our video for today. Let us know what you think about these upcoming events in the comment section below. And please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And do well to check out our other videos. Bye for now.